Hi, my name is Charlotte Bonner, and my topic was on the rural economy. So what I found was that populations of non-metro, which are rural areas, are declining, and the birth rates are declining as well. So with that, the population is aging, um, and I also found that metro areas have twice as many people with a bachelor's degree or higher degree than in metro areas, and this has remained constant over the past 20 years or so. Um, I also found interesting the poverty rates have always been higher in rural areas, and with that comes less job opportunities, inferior education, um, which is which deters young people from wanting to move to these areas if there aren't those opportunities there. So with that, kind of relates to why the population is declining and why young people are not moving there. And this is an issue with the farming community because as current farmers are in their 60s or 70s and they're about to retire, so with that, um, we're going to need new, younger generation to go back and farm, but without these opportunities there isn't a lot of incentive to move back. So that could raise the potential of leaving fertile farmland vacant and unproductive.
And then is it still rolling? Yeah. Okay, cool. My name is Madison Zeeper, and my topic was agricultural land use issues. Some interesting things that I found were a large number of agricultural lands are being adopted into the conservation reserve program. So places in Washington, Texas, North Dakota, any places are some large concentrations of that. And because of that, a large percentage of the land in the U.S. that was used for agricultural purposes is declining. It's down to about 55% since 2012. And because of that as well, we have increased our greenhouse gas emissions. It is up to 10% since 1990. And this is important because even though we are trying to conserve our land by taking these sort of unused lands and leaving it to nature, we are also inadvertently causing higher greenhouse gas emissions. This is due possibly to farmers moving to uh, uh, animals instead of farming, and because of the gases they emit and the manure they are saving, that is more greenhouse gases. And this can also be due in result to what Charlotte mentioned in her rural economy topic, where less people are becoming farmers and moving towards the city. So there are less farms that people are using, and so more farms are being put into that conservation reserve program.
Okay, hi, my name is Emma Stringer, and my topic was agricultural trade, and that relates to what Madison was just talking about with land usage, because she was talking about how the land usage for agricultural purposes is going down, so the U.S. needs to import more of their products, and some of the places we import from are Canada and Mexico and other South American countries, and we import a lot of tropical products, and we also export to Canada, and another exporting country is used to be China, but it's declining now, and Canada is increasing. And this is important because it shows the relationships of the U.S. with other countries and how we import and export.
Hi, my name is Wendy Albee, and my topic is food prices and spending. And I thought it was interesting that Emma talked about the number one import being sugar. The U.S. spends 146 trillion on food and beverages away from the away from home meals, and 50% of the money that we do spend on those meals is spent. 50% of what we spend on food is spent on food away from the home. The U.S. and the UK as citizens spend about somewhere between 13 and 32% of their income, and we get about 3,600 calories a day. The Kenyans, for instance, spend 50% of their income for food and get 2,200 calories a day. And so what I think this is showing is that it's manifesting as an obesity problem in the U.S. In the UK, for instance, with all the calories that we're getting, and a starvation problem in other countries, because they're spending more of what they have on food and they're getting less calories.
Hi, my name is Haley Darling, and my topic is food insecurity and nutritional assistance in the U.S. So these topics that we heard about from Wendy pertain to food insecurity in the U.S. because although Kenyans are spending up to 50% of their income on food and people in the U.S. are only spending around 13%, there is still not enough nutritional assistance to make sure that everyone in the United States is food secure. So about 17% of households with children are food insecure, and about 13% of all households in the U.S. are food insecure as well. So this food insecurity isn't uniform across the states. The South states, like around Texas and even to the Deep South, are the most food insecure, and then as well as the Mid-Eastern states. But the USDA actually decreased expenditures on nutritional assistance in 2016. So all the people that are getting assistance from SNAP and Food Lunch and STAMP programs, their assistance will be decreased. So numbers of food insecure in the U.S. will rise again. And that is all. Thank you for your time.